Hello trombone players, welcome to your second lesson. Today we're going to finish off learning the notes for our new piece, Air and Dance, and we are going to talk a little bit more about technique and tone, because that's especially important when you are holding down the bass line of this piece. So, as you probably have figured out over last week's assignment, your part from measure 1 to 33 is not the most interesting thing on earth. It's because you are the foundation of this band. So you need to have that really, really strong bass line. You and baritone and euphonium hold down the fort here. Now, at 33, you get a little bit more technical. Some things are happening. At 57, you even get the melody. What? We'll talk about that when we get there. But first, we need to warm up. So give me 8 beats. Pull out a metronome first. You need that. 8 beats, each note B flat to B flat, right? And then we will talk. 8 beats. 1, 2, ready. So there it is up. Now pause me, go back, do that a couple times up and down. Should be your first 3 to 5 minutes of every warm-up, buzzing, and then 5 to 10 minutes of just long tones. So your first 10 to 15 minutes of any warm-up should just be that. Now when you are done, come back to the video and get your piece ready. So we are back to our piece. Scroll down to 33. Immediately recognize. It is allegro. Allegro means fast. It is up tempo. So bum ba da da bum 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 is where you're at. Now remember also that A is flat. So anytime you have an A flat, it's going to be this low A flat here. Not an A natural. Something sounds off, that's probably it. Third position, right at the bell, is that low A flat, the first note in measure 34 right there. So, zooming back out, let's start at measure 33. I am going to play with a metronome because the piece being at 100 beats per minute, it is not easy to practice at 100 beats per minute when you've never played before.
Connector to Williams phone and Pixel 4XL.
And so we're going to practice at 60 beats per minute. Your homework is to record this and send it to me at 60 beats per minute with a metronome, not at full speed. If you can hack it at full speed, that's great, but you're not showing me that you have the technique down. I will point out also the quarter note rest figure that happens. Those quarter notes are full value. They are not staccato detached quarter notes. So it shouldn't sound like right? It should be more full. So you need to agree on how long each of those quarter notes are as a whole section. And the easiest way to agree is just to play it the way it's written. So I'm going to play it the way it's written. I'm going to resist the temptation to use my trigger. If I accidentally use my trigger to play a C, just remember your C is out in 6th position. I have a trigger that allows me to play in 1st position. If you have a trigger, feel free to use it. I'm going to try to play as if I didn't have a trigger though, just for your visual sake. Now, here's our metronome. I'm going to start at 33 and play all the way to the end at 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, ready. So there it is at 60 beats per minute. Now that is what I would like from you this week. Focus on breathing in the right places. Breath marks are there for a reason. Rests are there for a reason. Try not to breathe where there is not a breath mark or a rest. Now, just for the sake of it, and also because you might be advanced enough by the end of this week to practice with the recording, I will play it once with the recording at full speed, just so you know, but I will not accept assignments this week with the recording because it is too fast for me to be able to analyze your technique. So 60 beats per minute with a metronome is your homework from 33 to the end. Now, here is it with the recording. Just so you know, the Allegro picks up at about 1 minute and 40 something seconds into the piece, so I've just set it to 1 minute and 30, so I have a little bit of a run up to get ready for 33. recording, folks. That your homework, again, 60 beats per minute with a metronome, 33 to the end. Focus on getting the notes. Once you have the notes, then start focusing on dynamics, breath marks, but we will work on shaping that more in future weeks. That is all I have for you today. If you have any questions, email me, Gmail, Google Hangouts. I will be around. If not, I will see you next time we chat.